These are 50 facts you didn't know about Kinger from the Amazing Digital Circus. Kinger's design was based off an elderwood chess piece of the White King variety. Because Kinger is the king chess piece, he wears royal clothing, such as a royal cloak seen on his body throughout the pilot. According to the lead animator, Kevin Temmer, Kinger was difficult to animate because of his limited facial features, with the character only having 2 eyes. According to Jax in the pilot episode, Kinger was the first character to be trapped in the Amazing Digital Circus. It's theorized that Kinger did not come to the circus alone, but instead came with a character named Queenie, which is most likely his wife. During the scene where Pomni and Ragatha are walking through the hall to go meet Kaufmo, we see many doors with faces that are crossed off, one of which being a black chess piece, which has a strong resemblance with Kinger, and this is theorized to be his wife or a very close friend. Kinger is an unstable and erratic character. This is due to the fact that he's been trapped in the Amazing Digital Circus for a very long time. Kinger has a very slow reaction time, and often doesn't notice someone until a few seconds after they approach him, which usually startles him. It's theorized that Kinger is already so crazy that he is literally unable to abstract, but we will have to wait for future episodes to see if this is true. Kinger likes to stay in a pillow fortress that he has dubbed the Impenetrable Fortress, which plays into his royal attributes. Kinger either has a bug collection or is very obsessed with them, as when he leaves his fort in the pilot, he asks the crew if anyone has said anything about a bug collection, and said bug collection is referred to once or twice in the episode. Kinger is the first one to notice that Kaufmo might have gone insane. Kinger's hands can detach from his body, as shown in the pilot when his hands are taken away and attached to Zubal's head. Kinger is the oldest character in the Amazing Digital Circus. After being asked several times about the characters' ages, the show creator, Gooseworks, told the fandom all the ages of the main characters, revealing that Kinger is 48 years old. Kinger and Zubal are the only characters that don't have a mouth. If the two are played side by side, the Meet Bubble and Meet Kinger reveal trailers actually play one video that is connected. In this scene where Ragatha and Pomni are walking through the hall to go to Kaufmo's room, we can see a black chess piece that has an X crossed off over them. And if we are to believe that this character is closely related to Kinger and they have abstracted, then that could possibly be the cause of Kinger's instability and general chaotic nature. After Zubal is spat out by the Gloink Queen, Kinger asks her if she has experienced a game show ending. This is a reference to the Gastral giveaway segments in Little Runmo and Elaine the Bounty Hunter, some of Gooseworks' previous projects. Unsurprisingly, Kinger knows how to play chess, a fact confirmed by Gooseworks, the creator of the Amazing Digital Circus, in a Q&A on their Tumblr. Kinger has hyper-realistic eyes and no mouth, which the lead animator had to work around when animating facial features. According to the creator of the Amazing Digital Circus, Gooseworks, Kinger is the tallest in the cast, meaning that Jax's ears are not a part of their height. Kinger's voice actor is Sean Shiplock. If you look closely at Kinger's eyes, you will see that they are completely asymmetrical at times, meaning that they don't line up. Malfunctioning Eddie from the hit TV show Futurama was actually a big reference when creating and designing Kinger. The show creator Gooseworks has stated that Kinger is the only character that they do not have anything in common with, but also stated that this does not mean that they don't like the character. Kinger is the first member who was trapped in the Amazing Digital Circus. That implies that he has something to do with the creation of the Digital Circus. When Jax is telling Pomni about Kinger, he says that he has supposedly been there for the longest, which means that he may have not been the first. Considering that the cast lives in a computer world, Kinger referring to a bug collection could either mean computer bugs or real-life insects. Kinger isn't known to be very brave, proven by the fact that he hides in a pillow fort, and is generally not much of a help to the rest of the cast. Even though he isn't known for his bravery, he still does care for his friends. This is shown when he goes to help Zubal from the Gloinks despite winning a rock, paper, scissors game, deciding if it would be Kinger or Gangle to go help Zubal. Jax thinks that the reason for Kinger being so unstable is because of how long he's been in the Amazing Digital Circus, which would make sense because of everything he has seen and been through, possibly including abstraction of a loved one and or of close friends. Kinger generally isn't all there in his brain, which may be a good thing because he doesn't hyperfixate on any ideas enough to abstract in the first place, because we all know he would probably just forget if he tried to abstract. Kinger seems to be the only character in the Digital Circus who came with someone. Maybe this is why he made it so long. It seems he isn't crazy in the way that Kaufmo was because he has suffered a severe loss. When asked for an out-of-context quote from the next episode, the show creator Gooseworks responded huffing paint and not waiting for a designated break, which is just so random that I think this line will be said by Kinger. Kinger's eye color is teal blue, which in real life is quite a rare eye color, with only 8 to 10% of people having blue eyes. When asked on Tumblr what Kinger and Zuba will look like while they eat due to their lack of mouths, Gooseworks responded like this. Gooseworks stated that the reason Kinger knew about Gastral Giveaway is because he saw it in a vision one night after eating 2 spoons of gravel? What? It appears that one episode of The Amazing Digital Circus will feature Kinger's backstory and showing him as a broken man. Gooseworks confirmed that Queenie and Kinger are not siblings, so they are either friends or lovers. Kinger is a white chess piece, and Queenie is a black chess piece, which should mean that they are natural enemies. But not in this case. Their colors have no relevancy to their relationship, that we know of at least. When asked if Kinger has any shred of happiness or joy left in his life while trapped in The Amazing Digital Circus, Gooseworks said that we will have to wait and see, which makes me think that maybe we will see some good news for Kinger in later episodes of the show. Gooseworks' favorite out-of-context line from The Amazing Digital Circus is, "Jax! We found the Zooble hole," which is said by Kinger in the first episode of the show. In the comic canon, Kinger is just a PNG of a chess piece with no facial features or clothes or even anything. According to a user on Tumblr, the Russian Digital Circus community ships Bubble and Kinger? Surprisingly, Gooseworks seems pretty chill with this fact. According to Gooseworks, we will see what Kinger's problem is, quote, in due time. This makes me excited for future episodes because hopefully we will see why Kinger is so out of his mind compared to the rest of the cast in The Amazing Digital Circus. The name spinner that Kane uses to choose Pomni's name in the pilot episode has 5 letters, but Kinger's name contains 6 letters, which means that either Kinger's name would be obtained in a different way or it was shortened from something else, like Kengar or Kenger. The voice actor for Kinger has done voice acting in many other popular projects, such as Genshin Impact, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and many more. If Kinger's hands can be detached from his body, then there is a large likelihood that his eyes could also be detached. But how that would or could happen is not exactly clear. Kinger has a very short attention span, as shown by the fact that he just constantly forgets everything. He also gets startled all the time and screams for literally no reason. In my opinion, Kinger is the funniest character. If given the choice between a sword or a shield, Kinger would choose a gun.
My impenetrable fortress!
You want to come with us to check on Kaufmo?
No, not really. I think Kaufmo's gone insane. Last time I spoke with him, he was rambling endlessly about some exit.
But hey, look at that, you made it to the end of the video. So because you liked this, you should click on this video on screen right here.